1945, when a group of 5 aircraft mysteriously disappeared.
Hey you guys, how's it going? And welcome back to our channel. Our world is full of surprises and many odd things are happening in it. Many discoveries are made every year, and later, people think that discovering that was their worst mistake. Many mysterious things are there in this world that are going to blow your mind away. So here are 5 most mysterious things that ever happened. Number 5, Skeleton Lake. In 1942, a British forest watchman in Rupkund, India made a disturbing revelation. Nearly 16,000 feet above ocean level, at the lower part of a little valley, was a frozen lake loaded with skeletons. That late spring, the ice liquefying uncovered considerably more skeletal remaining parts gliding in the water and lying aimlessly around the lake's edges. The prompt supposition was that these were the remaining parts of Japanese fighters who had passed on of openness while sneaking through India. The British government, alarmed by a Japanese land intrusion, sent a group of agents to decide whether this was valid or not. In any case, upon assessment, they understood these bones were not of Japanese fighters. It was obvious that the bones were very old in fact. Substance, hair, and the actual bones had been saved by the dry, cold air, yet nobody could appropriately decide precisely when they were from. More than that, they had no clue about what had slaughtered more than 200 individuals in this little valley. Numerous hypotheses were advanced, including a scourge, avalanche, and custom self-destruction. For quite a long time, nobody had the option to reveal insight into the secret of Skeleton Lake. There are no roads to the spot yet, so no one needs to attempt a 3 to 4 day journey to arrive at the Skeleton Lake beginning from Gwaldam in Chamoli locale. The Skeleton Lake is covered with ice more often than not during the year.
Many trekkers have traveled there to see the remains and take bones and skeletons with them as they leave.
Number 4, Skyquakes. Skyquakes are cryptic sounds portrayed by a touchy blast thundering somewhere far off, announced all around the planet. In India, they are called barisal guns. In Japan, they are called the uminari. In the Netherlands and Belgium, they're called mispofers. In Italy, the lagoni, as they're connected with lakes, and in the Philippines, they are called retumbos. They are likewise announced in Iran, Australia, Iceland, Scotland, Germany, and numerous destinations along the United States' eastern coast, where they regularly appear to be coming from way seaward. In North Carolina, where some were depicted as incredible enough to shake windows and vibrate structures, they are known as lake guns of Seneca Guns after Seneca Lake in Focal, New York State. Skyquakes were clarified as sounds produced from removed tempests or tremors, quarry impacts, or even mystery military activities, yet no agreeable hypothesis exists to clarify all the announced commotions. Presently, a group of seismologists at the University of North Carolina distributed some fundamental perceptions, narrowing down the potential hypotheses. The researchers utilized the EarthScope Transportable Array, a versatile organization of 400 climatic sensors and seismographs to gauge any seismic action in North Carolina somewhere in the range of 2013 and 2015, and contrasted the recorded information and neighborhood news stories referencing baffling sounds or comparative wonders.
Strange sounds are being heard around the world.
Number 3, Stonehenge. For quite a long time, antiquarians and archaeologists have considered the numerous secrets of Stonehenge, the ancient landmark that took Neolithic manufacturers an expected 1,500 years to raise. Situated in southern England, it contains around 100 enormous upstanding stones put in a round design. While numerous cutting-edge researchers presently concur that Stonehenge was previously a cemetery, they still can't seem to figure out what different purposes it served and how human progress without current innovation or even the wheel itself delivered the large landmark. Its development is even more confounding because, while the sandstone sections of its external ring hail from nearby quarries, researchers have followed the bluestones that make up its internal ring right to the Preseli Hills in Wales, exactly 200 miles from where Stonehenge sits on Salisbury Plain. Today, Almost 1 million individuals have visited Stonehenge, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, since 1986 consistently. Stonehenge is the handicraft of the wizard Merlin. In the mid-5th century, the story goes, many British aristocrats were butchered by the Saxons and covered on Salisbury Plain. Expecting to raise a dedication to his fallen subjects, King Aureolus Ambrosius sent a military to Ireland to recover a stone circle called the Giant's Ring, which antiquated Goliaths had worked from mystical African bluestones. The warriors effectively vanquished the Irish, yet neglected to move the stones, so Merlin utilized his divination to sold them across the ocean and mastermind them over the mass grave. Rumors have spread far and wide, suggesting that Ambrosius and his sibling Uther, King Arthur's father, are covered there too.
And one of the main things that makes it so fascinating is that there's still so much mystery, even with all of the information that is in that museum.
Number 2, the Boiling River. Covered up in the dense jungle of the Peruvian Amazon is a permeating, irritating stream. The steaming turquoise waters that can reach up to 200 degrees Fahrenheit are guided by ivory-shaped stones and monitored by 60-foot dividers of rich woodland and vegetation. The mud of the riverbank was too hot to even consider strolling on, and on the off chance that you fell in, your skin would be shrouded in severely charred areas in under a second. Little shocking creatures, similar to frogs, could be discovered drifting dead and cooked in the water. A waterway the size of the boiling river requires a warm source with a great deal of energy, yet the nearest dynamic spring of gushing lava is more than 400 miles away, and there are no known magnetic frameworks in the Amazon wilderness.
For water. It is so hot, you can boil an egg inside of it and eat it for breakfast.
Number 1, the Bermuda Triangle. The Bermuda Triangle is a legendary part of the Atlantic Ocean, generally limited by Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, where many boats and planes have vanished. Unexplained conditions encompass a portion of these mishaps, remembering one for which the pilots of a group of U.S. Naval Force aircraft got perplexed while flying over the region. The planes were rarely found. Different boats and planes have evaporated from the territory in a great climate without radioing troubled messages. The region, alluded to as the Bermuda Triangle or Devil's Triangle, covers around 500,000 square miles of sea off the southeastern tip of Florida. At the point when Christopher Columbus cruised through the zone on his first journey to the New World, he detailed that an extraordinary fire, likely a meteor, collided with the ocean one evening and that a weird light showed up somewhere far off half a month later. He additionally expounded on whimsical compass readings, maybe because around them a bit of the Bermuda Triangle was one of the only handful put on Earth where genuine north and attractive north arranged.
Everything is wrong. Even the ocean looks different.
Also, do yourself a favor and watch the 2 videos that are already on your screen right now, as they're just as good as this one. And with that, I'll be seeing you guys in the next video.